Hey guys, welcome to Dan Russell Music. Today we're going to learn something really simple. We're going to do finger patterns and styles for acoustic guitar, electric guitar. So this is purely for beginners that have kind of got a bit bored with strumming and they want to kind of take their kind of technique somewhere else. So this is good for folk, it's good for just arpeggiating and practicing, and all those kind of different things. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my G major. Okay, this is a nice open chord that hopefully we've learnt already. If you've not learnt your G majors, C majors, A minors, these are all nice open chords. So once we've learnt them, then this is what we can do. Okay, so one thing that I like to do is think about it like a piano. So your piano normally has your left hand on the bass parts and your right hand with the kind of brighter parts, the chordal parts, the melody, etc. So your fingers are going to do the brighter parts, the kind of harmony or melody or something like that. So you've got the index and you've got the middle, and then your thumb is going to use the bass parts. Okay, so let's take G major. Okay, so your thumb is going to take the lowest note available, which is your G. Okay, so once you've done that, the next job is index, middle, index, middle. So we're almost walking with our fingers. So your index goes on the B, and then your middle finger goes on your E. Okay, so something really nice and slow and simple. Okay, cool. So once you've learned something like that and practice that, we can then do something like pick up the pace a little bit more. Change chord. So when I change chord, I'm going to now go to A minor. So that A minor, I'm going to obviously need to move my thumb from that string to this string, so E to A string. Now I'm going to use the same pattern, same strings. Again, if that's too hard, slow it down. So you might see that I'm using my pinky to kind of rest on the scratch board here. It's purely preference, doesn't change anything, it's just like a kind of pivot point. You can do it without it. Okay, cool. So once you've learnt the basics there, then we can chop it up with some kind of pattern changes. So for example, you could press, you go back to G major, we can press our thumb down here, which is your G again, your lowest note. Now what we could do, instead of index, middle, we can do something like middle, index, middle, index. Change chord, A minor. Alright, wicked. So now what we've done here is we've kind of worked on this, we've worked on this, so we can use our thumb now maybe and change the thumb, like the bass notes and the thumb notes. So we've got G, instead of G, we're going to go G, then B, which is your second fret. Now again, I've not moved anything from that chord, so you don't need to think about this hand at all. That's what I like to do, simplify things. So we're going to focus on this hand, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah? Okay, so we can put it into music now. I'm going to do the index, instead of the index middle, I'm going to do middle index. A minor. So you've got open chord, thumb, nothing changes really apart from the strings you play. So I'm going A on the thumb, fifth, which is E. And then eventually you kind of get to a point where you've done all those kind of things. So then you can start to freely move your thumb and freely move your fingers. So for example, you know, when you're learning different kind of chords,